Hello, my name is Laura, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm going to be talking about the first month of my startup, everything I learned, everything I did. A bit about me: I'm 21, I'm building a video. The video is a scientific social media platform. So I'm tackling B2C and B2B at the same time because obviously monetization is B2B, but then everything else is B2C, which means business to customer. I recently moved to Toronto at the end of April 2026. I had the idea for a video around December 2025, but it just felt too big to tackle. I was writing my thesis, finishing my bachelor. It just felt like I couldn't do it. And then I did. I started working on a video when I came to Toronto, which was the 23rd of April. The first week, 23rd of April to 30th of April, I went to as many networking events as anyone could ever count. Worked as much as possible. I talked, I tried to meet so many people, and I burned out from meeting people, which sounds actually so dumb. And I used to beat myself up over that because I felt like I need to get out there and I need to meet people and I need to ask anyone how they did it. And yeah, I was just new to the city. I did some trial videos for the platform, tried to get into the space. Not much happened that week. Then in week 2, I took a step back and I started building. I started building the MVP, and while I was doing that, I was also searching for a co-founder because I already knew that I was not going to be able to build the platform myself, which meant I need a co-founder. I know a lot of people have recommended me to do it by myself because of AI and because of everything, but what I'm trying to do is a very sophisticated social media platform. I don't have the skills currently, and I don't have the time to obtain these skills, which means I need a CTO. To get a step back from networking, I started building and I spent time looking for a co-founder. I did that on YC co-founder matching, and I actually ended up finding someone, which is unheard of. I got lucky, but that was in week 3. What else did I do in week 2? I started and I tried Reddit outreach, and I also applied to YC. At that point in time, I was only 1.5 weeks into my startup and I applied to YC Combinator. Was that a good idea? In retrospective, maybe. I am currently filming this video very, very late. It's been almost 2 months now since I started my company, but I can spoil you. I did not get in. And I know why I didn't get in. I didn't get in because I was not ready. They fund startups in every single stage. But if you only have ever worked for 1.5 weeks on your startup and you don't know what you want, how is someone else supposed to give you money if you don't know what the money's for? So that makes total sense. I'm not too disappointed about that. I tried Reddit outreach, and to be fair, I hate Reddit. I do not have any karma points, which means I can't post, and it's just so annoying. You're supposed to get karma points by posting, but then you can't post because you don't have karma points. I don't know. I also went to my first real life hackathon. I've done a hackathon during COVID, but that's obviously not the same. I started a part-time job, which set me back because I was so locked in week 1 on trying to get in the city, meet everyone, do everything. And then in week 2, I started my new job. It's only a part-time job, but it did set me back. I think the best connections I made in the first 2 weeks was I met a guy who referred me to Velocity. Spoiler on that one, they also did not take me, which I'm a little bit devastated about, or more disappointed. It's okay because we're just gonna move on. The party is going. No one is believing in this idea. Every single person I talk to is interested in the idea and is signing up for my waitlist. I have over 150 waitlist signups just from talking to people. I've never published on social media anything. It's just from talking to people. People are interested in my product, but then people who want to give me money, they don't believe in it because I don't have any proof of monetization and I don't have proof of concept, which is totally fair. It's totally fair. I would not give myself money at this point of stage, but also I knew what I need to work on. So I'm a bit disappointed about the velocity, but I'm gonna try again. I met someone from a VC and they did not take me either. However, she gave me the best feedback ever. This is another spoiler because all of this technically happened in June, which is my second month, but I applied to it and I met investors and I met genuine like-minded people, which is something that in the old bubble I was in, I have never met anyone who wanted to be an entrepreneur. So that really helped me grow as a person. Let's go into week 3. I went on a run and I ended up in the hospital because of my foot. I spent a lot of time on crutches. It was not fun. But that resulted to me working from home. So I started recording content. I have not yet started posting content. I'm gonna start this when you see this video. Here's my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I would be very, very happy if you decide to give me a follow on that. This is also a spoiler, but I started recording content and yeah, I started email outreach. I looked for emails of I think 100 university unions, and that was extremely time consuming, extremely painful, and a spoiler I can give is that it did not work. I got 4 waitlist signups from this. Huge waste of my time. Huge waste of my time. Then I also broke my MVP countless of times. I also built it, but then I broke it. I got a Cursor Pro subscription. I was still on the Claude free plan. I did not budge on that one. In week 3, I also had a call with my new co-founder and I got back into networking. I took a week to recover. We're back, bitches. And then week 4, I actually started to give myself a little bit of room to breathe. I started writing poems again, which was really good for myself. And I went shopping for the first time in probably 10 years. I bought myself dress pants and shirts that fit me. And that was an incredible boost of my confidence. Did I spend a lot of money? Yes, I did. Did I have that money to spend? I guess. But even if I didn't, the boost of confidence and the way I carry myself into every room is an insane difference. Even if you don't believe it, maybe you have to try to see what I mean. If you have clothes that fit you very well and it make you feel incredibly confident in your skin, that is so huge, at least for me. I also spent a lot of time at the lab, unfortunately, that week, my new job, and I was at a Cursor conference for a day, which led to me not being able to spend that much time working on a video, which was extremely frustrating. And it made me question my decision of starting a part-time job instead of fully betting on a video because I do have the savings to do so. But I'm still not sure if I want to go full in. So I have a backup plan. And this was the first 4 weeks of building my own company. I did have way too much screen time. I spent so much time working on a video and I broke my MVP 100,000 of times. Now I'm living in this new city and the first 4 weeks of my company are wrapped up and I'm ready to go into month 2. Social media presence and MVP launch are in month 2 and I can't fucking wait.